Hey oily friends, it's Kathleen from Yankee Homestead, and I wanted to share a quick tip with you for spring allergies. I actually have another video with a whole bunch of tips for spring allergies, essential oils for spring, but I forgot to mention this one. It's kind of a new trick that I just learned this year from a friend, but it's worked really well for me, and so I wanted to take a minute and share it with you. Um, and it involves lavender oil. Here's my lavender, and it's got a little fractionated coconut oil sticker on it too, because this is not straight lavender. If you can see, I popped the little plastic orifice out of this essential oil bottle, and I added, I was at the end of a bottle of lavender, so there were only a few drops of lavender left in here, and then I added fractionated coconut oil to dilute it. And I made this little kit. It works so well for me that I just made this little jar. So it's just a little canning jar, and I have a bunch of Q-tips in there, and my little lavender bottle fits right in there, and then I have the lid that screws on top, and I just keep this on the kitchen counter, and this is what you're going to do. I'm going to show you. This is the fractionated coconut oil, the carrier oil that I add to dilute the lavender oil. You're going to laugh because I'm going to stick the Q-tip in my nose. But this is super helpful, especially if you can remember to do it right before you go outside. Like if you're going to go out and mow, or you need to go out and garden, or just you're headed outside for whatever purpose. Just going to stick that Q-tip in the bottle of diluted lavender oil, and then I kind of press it against the side like to squeeze out any excess. And then you're just going to swipe it inside your nose like this, just on the skin inside your nose. It's kind of gross, right? And then sometimes, honestly, I just reuse that same side, but I don't want to gross you out. So I'll do the second side of my Q-tip for my other nostril, and you just kind of like rub it around inside your nose. So it's nice because you get to smell the lavender oil. But lavender is, how can I say this compliantly? It's very helpful for calming spring irritations. I'll just say that. And by rubbing that like inside your nose with the carrier oil, it actually will trap pollen. This is the idea. It will trap the pollen as it's headed in your nose while you're breathing outside. And then if you can, when you come back inside, you can either take just a clean Q-tip or use a new Q-tip and dip it in the lavender oil again, and then swipe it again and kind of remove all the pollen that you can. It's really effective. So I hope that helps you in your battle against spring pollen. Let me know if you try it. And also look for that other video with a bunch of other tips for fighting spring irritations in the air, pollen, and all of that for your itchy eyes and drippy noses. So happy spring and happy oiling.